here it comes then, England versus the USA. Well, I have to ask you, Ben Gollings, which team is England? Are we the lilac?
It's not the one in white.
That's what I was thinking.
That is a interesting kit there, Nigel.
No, it's awful. What on earth are we doing? Well, this is me as an English person saying, what is England doing in, what colour is that? Violet, or is it lilac?
Yeah, I'm not sure. The purple.
And what's the green thing? The green, I don't know. So here we go. Well, England didn't do much wrong, did they, in their opening game?
No.
But United States very competitive against Australia. An unflattering score. They lost 14-29. They've got the same start lineup.
I think Ben settled on this as maybe his first choice lineup here, Nigel. And I think you'll see the consistency in him starting with it the whole tournament.
Great start there by the big man, Andrew Duratalo. Talafau. Well, a very determined look in the faces of these Eagles, the USA squad at the moment, with a terrific start. Taking it on front to England here, but not releasing time too long before the ball was released after he was held.
I certainly think the United States guys have come out with in a way of, we're going to take it to them and we're going to go up the guts, and we're going to be strong and we're going to be physical. And it was a good start there until the turnover.
Matt Turner to Dan Norton. First run for him on the outside. Has to check, keeps the ball in possession. This is Brightwell, Fickerman, Norton again, and Tom Mitchell, who's settling in very well in his first season. James Rodwell, one man to beat. He's got a support player anyway. Mitchell did well. That's the role of being a support man.
Good by England. Look, first touches of the ball, they've been sensible with it, they've kept hold of possession, they've moved the ball well. Good to see James opening up there down the right wing, and you're right, Nigel, the support was the key to that whole move then. There was John Brake on his inside, who eventually was covered, but then Tom Mitchell coming through.
Well, the reaction of the crowd to England's garb was mocking.
Nigel, I've got something to say about this. We tried a few years ago. They put some stars on the back of our shirts, and the whole point of it was a visual effect as to whether we could see our own teammates. I'm under the impression that the luminous yellow stripes are something to do with that. As to whether it helps you see your teammates or not, I'm not too sure, but I think that's the theory behind it.
Well, I think it's significant, and I think it's sad in a way. You identify teams with their colours, and that's not just my view, it's many others, and a lot younger than me. Here come the USA then. Colin Hawley, turnover ball, and England spreading it well, looking sharp. John Brake, and this Brightwell setting it up.
Not playing the ball. Prepare to move your hands, play.
Nice to see Dan Norton get the ball here and really open up, show his pace.
He's been outstanding, top try scorer this season in the whole tournament. England looking sharp.
There's some cracking offloads coming in there from the boys in there, and then Matt Turner seeing the vision out wide. There's people free.
Free man is Chris Brightwell. He's got James Rodwell. Very well executed. Well, once again, I think Matt Turner's had an outstanding season for England, and that was classic vision, wasn't it? Knowing the opposition.
It was, and they looked comfortable, they looked relaxed, and they're steady. They had some good offloaded play there. Dan Norton one, Tom Mitchell another, and then Matt, he's got this new role that he's bringing into his game, which is more of a playmaker role, and he's looked up, he's seen the space, and he's put the sensible option, which was the kick that time, and it was well finished by James Rodwell.
Tom Mitchell there, who was one of the star players in the Oxford-Cambridge varsity match, came in on the strength of that and his early times in the FIRA Sevens during the European Championship last summertime. Mitchell it is who sets off the restart. England already 12-0 up. 5 minutes gone in this first half.
We seem to be seeing a lot of this at the moment, Nigel, which is, it's very un-Sevens-esque, as I'd call it. There's players are just trying to run straight over the top of each other. Personally, myself, I don't see the point. You want to be moving players around and opening spaces, and that's really not going to do it. The guy, you can act like a speed bump if you're the tackler, he's going to come down. And certainly, USA here need to do that. They need to move the English boys around if they're gonna get through and look at try scoring opportunities.
Yeah. Well, the ultimate is that the ball moves faster in a pass than the person in defence. Referee James Jones, who's recalled after what, several years being on the IRB Sevens circuit, as it then was called. And I know he says that if it's a good day, he comes from Gorsainen. If it's a bad day, he comes from Bridgend.
I think what you saw, the reason Rob Vickerman's in the team there, he was quick as a flash over that ball just then. The USA boys never had a chance in getting it back, and it's part of the game that's one of his real strong points.
Rob Vickerman taking up the role of Greg Barden, who's been dropped from the squad. Former captain. This is John Brake crossing
you're in front of play and you're defending
against England. John Brake there, really quick. One of those players who's come through Millfield days when he was captain there.
That was a monstrous hit there by Chris Pike. Well, he threw everything into that one.
Certainly was. Away by Colin Hawley. It's a good call.
Entry. Release.
Again, guilty of holding it too long. England very quick to react. Turner, clever little ball. It's all on the bounce here. Dan Norton. Just overrun by Turner there. Break.
Needs his support there quickly.
Ruck now. Hands.
Turnover ball. What was hands? Yeah, hands in the ruck. It was a ruck. As the hooter sounds, England get the penalty.
I think I'd like to see them run this.
They are.
Look for extra points.
Rodwell fancies his chances on the outside with good reason. Just tripped over almost himself. Half-time, England looking slick, but still in a real contest here. USA not on the board yet, but England 12-0 at the half-time. There's Chris Cracknell there, back in action after his injury on the shoulder, which kept him out of Tokyo.
From me, just defensively, you're making your one-on-one.
Coach Ben Ryan.
But they are looking for the inside ball. So just because you're two players away in the defence from where the ball is, doesn't mean you can't work across. Because if they got a second one away there might have been a bit of space, so we have to be tight when we're pushing up hard, and then we can loosen off on the edges that we've been doing. In attack, there's times there where Kane lighted in and they're breaking. There it goes. Feel the shape a little bit more. Moving to the edges. possession. Dominate possession. I'll say it one more time because it's really important. Keep the ball, go forward and spread them. Got it?
I think if I was Ben Ryan now, I'd be saying to the boys, I want much of the same, although I want you to go out there now and finish the job, and that means retaining the possession and keeping the possession away and getting some early scores on the board.
Well, it's been a frustrating season for Ben because England have, you know, always been knocking on the door. They won in Dubai early in the season. They were third in Wellington. They were fourth in Hong Kong. They were fourth in Tokyo. It's been a long wait for a title, and yet they've been so close, and they're still, you know, fourth in the overall table, in touch still.
I think it's that killer instinct edge they need to get that's going to push them that extra yard to winning those close games and going on and winning finals.
Well, perhaps this 100th appearance in the tournament for England will be a celebration. They certainly look very determined, very well organised, but they've got a battle on here. A much improved performance by the United States, and this is Colin Hawley again, the man from the Olympic Club, and the handoff. He's got away with it, even with his shorts on. Terrific try. Well, he's threatened, hasn't he? Did against the Australians in the opening game. Scored the try there and nearly scored another. And Colin Hawley has opened up the game for sure.
Yeah, England's just not patient enough in the defence there. You can see a simple switch, pulled one of the players out of line, opening up the hole, which is hit at pace. I think Matt Turner will be pretty cross with himself right now because he's a good tackler, Matt, and that was a simple tackle for him, but fair play to the USA boys. They've taken their score and they put themselves right back in the game. Often in this game, Nigel, a simple change of direction with someone coming on at pace is crucial to looking at where we were this with scoring opportunities. It's very difficult to defend.
Good observation. Shalom Saliula, the captain. England a bit untidy then. Saliula ducks out of the way of Chris Brightwell.
Ruck. Last feet. Yeah, the ball is out, then you retire it. Penalty advantage for the floor.
Penalty advantage being played to England here. Vickerman quick, Rodwell very much in the foreground of this game. Break. Mitchell, nice flick back. Matt Turner.
Needs his support here now.
Too late, got to release. James Jones saying, hanging on too long. Saniula again. Makes the break and creates a half chance here wide. Ma is quick. Wow.
That was real pace, that was. We were told he was quick and he showed it there. You know, he has actually kept Dan Norton at bay in this game.
A remarkable guy, comes out of Bowling Green State University and never played rugby until he was at the university there. Very bright fellow who's studying psychology and political sciences. And someone said to me over in Tokyo, he's one of the quickest, and that is absolutely proven the point. And it's all 12 up each.
Same for you guys, please don't call holding, not releasing, okay? I'll trust me to deal with
that. That was blistering pace, that, and it's lovely to watch on a sevens field. Americans playing sensibly, you know, from the kick-off, retain possession,
let's have some urgency, please.
Keep ball, asking the right questions.
Well, I know it's not Ben Ryan's fault or all the players, but I think it's a bit of antipathy in the crowd here. What a great take. Once again, it's Hawley. There's a resentment about the colours. I'm not making a fuss about it, because it's absolutely true. The chant of USA, USA is no surprise. Oh, it's surely obstruction.
22.
22, well, what would you call that?
I think he got away with it. There's a marginal probably obstruction there, but it's a 50-50 call. But
Yeah.
the USA have got their tails up and, yeah, arguably keep the ball in hand there. They're making the break. They're working the English defence hard. Keep ball. A couple more phases probably would have produced the score.
Well, I remember back in Adelaide a couple of years ago, that was the last time the United States beat England.
Thanks for reminding me.
Sorry, Ben.
I do remember that game.
You do
well.
remember, don't you? Yes, indeed. Kick ahead now, this time by Fola Noir, who was their star in their opening game against Australia. This is Tom Mitchell.
England need to steady here now, get a few phases going and get back into the shape that they were working in the first half.
Still full 2 minutes to play. Rodwell. Dan Norton hasn't had much opportunity. This is Turner. John Brake. Away by Rob Vickerman. Nice break by Chris Cracknell.
Needs support.
Needs someone. He needs
support.
someone. He has not. Break just coming up now. Dan Norton and Turner. So good at that. Oh yes, terrific. Matt Turner.
Patient passage of play there from England, and what was good is you didn't see them panic, hold on to the ball. Chris Cracknell, good couple of dummies, opened a hole for himself, ran through, needed to get support on him quickly, but retained the ball, and lethal weapons when you've got Dan Norton and Matt Turner next to each other, and a good finish from Matt Turner.
Well, he's very good in the very short little space, which is, I suppose was one of your qualities. Able to move with the body, with the hands, to fool the defender, and that's exactly what Matt Turner did then. In the space of about five yards, he broke past two people.
Yeah, Matt, he's very quick on his feet, but at the same time he matches that with the power in his upper body to be able to shrug off tacklers. He really has come to form this season.
So with the conversion, a 7-point lead for England with 15 seconds only left on the clock. One last chance for the USA to level it up. Wild pass.
Forward.
And that is curtains for the USA. Brave performance from them. For England, well, they were taken right to the wire, weren't they? Some good moments, but a bit disconcerting probably for Ben Ryan. It wasn't the emphatic performance that he had been looking for.
No, an awfully second game up can have that. It's you know, they've played their first game, they wanted to get out and play, they've done that. Second game, they're a little bit slow out the blocks, but the key is they've won. They've got the victory, so they're 2 out of 2 now. They can go on, they've qualified, but you know, they want to go on now and take the group out, put a good performance in against Australia. But frustrating for the US. I thought they played brilliantly. I think just it's showing why they're not quite a good side, because of the lack of ability to just keep the ball there, the patience to then work a score. They had it in their hands to do.